All right, guys, in today's short, I'm just going to go over a quick tool tip. When you're working on a late 90s GM CK truck or an ST truck or a G or a P van that has the Kelsey Hayes 4WAL ABS, this is the EBC310 design, and you're doing a pressure bleed rather than a manual bleed with a tool like this Motive Products Power Bleeder, there's a tip from GM on how to help get the air out of the brake pressure modulator valve. And if you look on the side here of the combination valve, you can see this little dust cover. You could put a tool on the end of this metering stem, and that'll help you get the air out when you're doing the bleed. So I'm going to go ahead and remove this little dust cover right there. And then if you zoom in on this guy, you can see there's like a little ridge around this guy, and he's got a little stem that can go in and out that moves between the front and the rear. There's a tool to keep that stem from moving. It's a J39177 from Kent Moore. It's mostly sold today under the OTC branding, a 7853, but it's the same exact tool, just different branding and numbering. If you loosen up this wing nut, these two slots fit on to what retained the dust boot, and then this top part of the tool is going to keep the pin from moving on this valve. So we put this guy on just like this. We tighten him up. And that'll prevent that stem from moving out while you're bleeding the brakes. There's actually a bulletin from GM, or a little pamphlet here, 15005.11c, that talks about what I'm showing here. For 95 up to around 2,000 or so for CKs, MLs, Gs, and STs. If you're doing a normal bleed, you don't have to bother with it. But if you're using a pressure bleed, you put this tool on, then you go ahead and follow your normal bleeding of the wheels. After you get done bleeding the wheels out, you take this tool off, and then you use your Tech 2 or your Tech 1 to perform the automated bleed function and finish it off. And that'll get all the air out of the brake pressure modulator valve assembly. I hope this tip helps you out in getting all the air out of your system. I'll put a link in the description for this short for this tool where you can find it. It's still made today. If you found this video helpful and it saved you some time figuring out how to do this, hit that like button. I'd really appreciate it. And as always, thanks for watching.